Hello everyone and welcome back to 48 Now. I'm digital host AJ Wiest and the Loomis Bros Circus is coming to Huntsville this Friday, and of course today I am joined with Easy. He is an award-winning clown, and he also has a partner, Cozy. She is unavailable to join in today. But Easy, how are you doing today?
Well, I am feeling fantastic today. Anytime a circus is coming to town, I'm excited. Let me let you know that. Now, just to correct you, Cozy is an award winning clown. She was the World Clown Association Clown of the Year for 2022. Me, I'm nothing more than just the boss clown of Loomis Brothers Circus.
That's right, the boss clown. So, how did you get the title the boss clown? I want to hear all about it.
Oh, people always want to ask me that. It's simple. I worked hard as I could to be the best clown that I could be, and Loomis found out that I was a clown that was working, trained American circus clown, and he needed somebody to run the alley. Alley? What does that mean? You know that a collection of clowns is called a clown alley. Flock of birds, gaggle of geese, murder of crows, clown alley. So he needed somebody who could help write the gags, arrange the things, run the clowns. You try running a bunch of clowns. You know, you got a whole bunch of different personalities, and all of them are wild. That's right. We've got your favorite Loomis Brothers circus clowns coming back to Huntsville. We've got, me and Cozy, and of course Bob, you know us. But this year, it's a Wild West review. You'll see us in a brand new clown routine based on cowboys. Pew 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 pew. Or should I say clown boys?
That is hilarious. I love it. So, Easy, how long have you been a professional clown, and what inspired you to get started in the field?
Everybody I know who's a clown says the same thing. We're born to it. I've been a clown since I went to clown college for Ringling Brothers back in 1988. So if I do the math, it's uh, more than years than you've been alive.
Is there, and what goes into clown college? How is that process?
Well, it's a training ground for circus clowns. So it teaches you how to do clown gags that play big. It teaches you all of the tricks that you need. You need to juggle. You need to be able to make props. You need to be able to make things explode. You need to figure out how to spray each other with water. And of course, pie. You got to know how to throw a pie. So clown college teaches you all that stuff that you need to do to get onto the circus. And then from there, you head out to the circus. Get yourself a traveling job. I've been on the road for all across the United States of America. Cozy and I have worked in India together. We've worked in Dubai. We've worked in Japan. I was in Chile. It's all a start where you start and keep going from there.
That's incredible. World traveler. That is awesome. But
Oh,
talk.
but enough about me. We're here to talk about the Loomis Brothers Circus, America's best three-ring circus. A big circus, three rings, singing ringmaster, live band, and this year, like I said, we got a Wild West review. Pew 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 pew. And we've got the Frontier Pony Act. We've got a man who walks the wheel of destiny into the sunset. We've got the Ghost Riders in the Globe. That's right, a globe full of motorcycle riders going around and upside down. And the cowgirls, we've got high swinging cowgirls. They do line dances in beautiful costumes. And like I said, the clown's got a new cowboy gag going on. Oh, we can't wait. We're so excited.
That's awesome. Wild West themed. Do you have any special cool tricks up your sleeves that you'd like to talk about before the show?
Well, I don't want to tell you anything ahead of time because I do like to
Right. No
surprise everybody.
spoilers. Right.
I tell everybody every single circus that we do is somebody's first circus and somebody's last circus. So you want to try to keep things secret. But I will tell you, I got an egg. What do you mean an egg? Well, it's simple. The best way to deal with an egg is just
Oh my goodness.
taste like chicken.
That is awesome. I am so glad you showed me that. That is incredible. But Easy, what would you say is the most difficult part of your job being a clown?
Well, the most difficult, there's two difficult parts. One is figuring out where to get your mail sent because you're on the road the whole year long. And
Mm.
then the most difficult part is when you get to see families and friends every year, and they come back to the circus year after year. They look you up, they show you pictures on their phone from the time they have it, and you only get to spend a little bit of time with them. You have a connection with people each and every day for a short period of time, but it's a connection that they remember enough to come back and seek you out and show you pictures of how we shared time together.
That's right. Yes, sir. Now, Easy, I know there's some people out there who are terrified of clowns. Like it'll be one of their biggest fears. Like you ask them, what's your biggest fear? A lot of people will say clowns. But Easy, what would you say to those people who want nothing to do with clowns or circuses?
Well, we hear it every single day. And when you say terrified, really terrified? But still, we are really, really good at letting you know clowns are great. Clowns are okay. We're friendly, we're fun, we're somebody that you want to talk to, you want to be with, you want to look at. We know how to not scare you and at the same time show you what we're all about. If you watch us from afar, you'll want us to come up and say hello. We have what we call turned the many people who have had you come up to us. You walk up to them, the first thing they say is, "I'm scared of clowns," or "Don't come over here. She doesn't want to see a clown." We know how to step back. We know how to bring it down. I mean, when you're in the circus, everything's big, brassy, and giant. But if you come up with someone who's a little bit nervous about being around clowns, and they've got what they call their fear of clowns, we know how to bring it down and get to know them. Once you get to know us, why would you be afraid of us?
That's right. That's right.
I mean, it's not like we're spiders.
Right. Now, if you were a spider, I might not be doing this interview right now. That is for
See?
sure.
And that's what you call
Yes, sir.
terrified, uncomfortable around clowns, or not familiar with clowns. That's a whole different story. And I think it's so funny that you guys think it's breaking news every time you talk to me, want to find out why people are afraid of me. And they're not.
That's right. Do you have a favorite thing about being a clown out of everything that you do in your day to day?
Well, that's a really tough question, AJ. Let me tell you. AJ, huh? Well, that's
That's right.
pretty fun. That's a pretty fancy name. Hey, how do you spell that?
It's a very tough one, I know. It is A and J.
Ah, right there at the top of the alphabet. I get you. I'm sorry, I forgot what your question was, but I just remembered. We're going to be in Huntsville the 24th, the 25th, and the 26th. Six big shows. And we got a chuck wagon full of your favorite circus treats: popcorn, cotton candy, snow cones, the things that make you part of the sensory experience of coming to the circus. That's right. You get to enjoy watching, hearing. We've got an amazing light display going on, smoke effects, motorcycles, elephants, tigers, zebras and camels, and once again, cotton candy, popcorn, your favorite snow cones. It's a total sensory experience when you come to the circus. And people tell me a lot, "Oh, it's been a long time since I've been to the circus." Well, then come on back. Bring your friends, bring your family. A lot of people, especially, people who are young mothers and fathers, they're like, "Well, it's been so long. I don't know. I was 12 years old last time." Well, you're not 12 anymore. Your kid is. Bring him to the circus. And like I said, bring Grandpa. He hasn't been in the circus in a while, and he'll remember a lot of things. We like to create memories and bring back memories. I'm just going to say, I hope I'm expecting to see you there. Matter of fact, if you want, we'll make you a guest clown, and you can be in the ring with us. But remember, when you come to the circus, clowns like cookies. And there's a Wild West review. Pew, 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 pew.
That is great to know. That is so awesome. Well, Easy, that's just about all the questions I have. But of course, if there's anything that I didn't ask that you would like to add, feel free. But thank you so much for joining in with me today.
Thank you, AJ, and I'll see you from the center ring.
That's right. Come on out this Friday to the Loomis Bros Circus. It's going to be an awesome time, and you're going to get to see Easy, of course. He will be there, but it will be an awesome time, and it's going on at Alabama A&M this Friday. But Easy, thank you so much for joining in today.